Greetings to you, dear clients, dear subscribers. This is ISON Company. In this video, we will review the ISON NVR09P DVR. This is an IP DVR for IP cameras. We already had a review of the ISON NVR16P video recorders, which is essentially 16PI, which is essentially an absolutely identical recorder, only this model has 9 channels, meaning up to 9 cameras can be connected, while that model has 16 channels. We also had a review of the ISON NVR16 PO-Lite recorder. This is already a different generation of recorders, more expensive. Recorders that have a built-in PoE switch. Here there is no PoE switch, it needs to be purchased separately. And also the ISON NVR16 PoE, the most powerful model with a built-in PoE switch. Up to 32 cameras can be connected there. And without PoE, the ISON NVR64PN is considered the largest and most powerful recorder. Up to 64 channels can be connected, up to 64 cameras. Accordingly, external PoE switches are always included. And we can see here that there are no ports for connecting cameras. That is, for DVRs of this class, you always need to purchase a PoE switch additionally. In what cases is this convenient? Most often, this is when you want to connect cameras, not to the recorder, but first to the PoE switch, and then run the line from the PoE switch up to 100 meters. By using the original ISON cable, you can extend the line this way. Accordingly, it is convenient if you have a bundle of cameras in one place, you connect them to the recorder and do not run a wire from each to the recorder, but use switches first. Perhaps you have another similar bundle somewhere. And this way, you can optimize the installation, making it simpler and more budget-friendly due to the cable. Here we see the power connector. Of course, a power supply unit comes with all video recorders. Network connector for connecting switches and the internet. USB port to connect a mouse or flash drive. VGA port for connecting to older monitors. I do not recommend using this port. Always connect via HDMI. The recorder here supports cameras up to 8 megapixels, meaning 4K recording. If you want to view in maximum quality on your monitor, use the HDMI port. There are also ports for connecting old analog microphones if that is your requirement. Although there are now a large number of IP cameras with built-in microphones, for example, the same ISON IP80SSL Pro, 50SL, 30SL, they record sound much better, so these ports are hardly used anymore. Nevertheless, the company ISON provides the option to use such ports if necessary. On the front panel, we also see a USB port. Similarly, you can connect a mouse or a flash drive here to reset the information, and indicator lights. Indicator lights for internet, hard drive, and power presence. If these lights are on, everything is fine. If any of them are off, it means something has happened with some component and you need to check it. The package includes the DVR. This traditionally includes the box and the DVR itself, as well as the power supply. A control mouse, as well as instructions and mounting elements to secure the hard drive. The DVR supports one hard drive with a capacity of up to 10 terabytes. You should only use hard drives designed for video surveillance systems. It is also worth noting that this is the most modern DVR in terms of processor and all functions. All the functions that currently exist in video surveillance are already available in this DVR.
Now let's take a look at the DVR control menu. Here we need to select the language. Here the system prompts us to enter the password. The default password on all the DVRs is ISON12345. Click Login here, and we need to check the time. Check the time zone to match the current time zone. Click Next. This is the network settings of the DVR. This is necessary if you immediately connect the recorder to your network. Here are the network settings for all cameras. Click Next. All hard disks will be displayed here. Hard disks should be used with SATA 2, SATA 3 connectors for video surveillance systems. Click Next. Here the system prompts us to change the password and ask control questions. We will not do it now. Click Exit. All our cameras are displayed here. You can move the mouse, and here we have hints and quick menu items. For example, PDZ is for rotating cameras. Zoom button, that is zooming in on the footage. Here you can enable audio that supports your surveillance cameras, which you connect such. 2 times click the mouse to expand the window to full screen. Also click twice to go back. Right-click to open the menu. Here, for example, you can customize the display of the number of cameras you want. Let's click to exit full screen mode in order to see the main menu. There are a lot of different functions and settings here. I will show you the main ones that you will probably use. On the top, we have the main buttons. Here we have now open view mode. On the left, CCTV cameras. Here respectively display. Also customize as you need. Here is the button archive here. Select the desired camera on the left. Select the date on the calendar. Below displays the selected day from 0 to 24 hours. Here you can display only motion recording. You can speed up the video. Then in the search section, you can save the information to a USB flash card before you need to insert it into any USB port of the recorder. Also select the surveillance camera. Select the date. Click on the button to save the video to a USB flash drive. Here are all the same settings that we have already seen. There are also additional settings, such as user settings. Here you can create several users so that then you can keep track of who went into the menu recorder and what did with the system. Here is a system of alerts about different events. Also all standard can be configured. Here network settings. On the P2P tab you can configure the option to view the image from a smartphone. There is also an email tab here. In this item you can configure email notifications that triggered the motion sensor. Here are the camera settings that we have already seen, and also WASD menu settings. For example, you can specify the names for each camera. Here are the recording settings for each camera. In this item, you can choose how to record your CCTV cameras constantly, by motion sensor or by schedule. We recommend that all our customers immediately put all CCTV cameras in motion sensor recording mode. Here is the DVR maintenance button. You can use it to get basic information and also to update the device. In the upper right corner there is also a button to turn off and restart the DVR.
Now I will show you how to install and set up the application on your smartphone for remote viewing. The instructions are absolutely the same for all Apple devices, meaning on iPhone 10, 15, 16, it's all exactly the same, as well as for all Google devices and all Android devices. It's all absolutely the same. Download the app through the App Store or Google Market called BitVision. You enter the BitVision app, click on the 3 lines in the top left. Here, click on Login. Now, click on First, Login. And here you click on the registration button. Complete the registration. It's a fairly simple registration. You need to provide your email, password, nothing to worry about. I am already registered. After you have registered, click on the Login button. Click on the 3 lines again. Go to the device manager, and here in the bottom right, you click on the plus sign. 3 options are offered for how to add your video recorder. The simplest option is to click the bottom item, LAN search. This means that a network search will be performed automatically. Here, my video recorder is displayed immediately. I click on it. Here we need to enter the device name. You can specify something arbitrary, for example, home. The username is always admin, in lowercase. And the password. Here, enter the one you specified during initial registration, that is, the password. From your video recorder, I see the camera display. And let's go through the main settings. I can double-click on the camera to display 4 cameras at once. Similarly, set up all the cameras connected to your video recorder. I can rotate the phone 90 degrees to display the camera in full screen. I can pinch to zoom in on the image for software zoom, rotating the phone back. There are also quick buttons below the screen. The first is to take a screenshot. The second is to record video online right now. Next, this button allows you to listen to the audio from the surveillance camera. The following button displays a certain number of cameras you want to show at once. I will leave it at 1 for now. The BD button is for switching modes. Right now we clicked on HD and can see how the quality has changed, meaning we are viewing in maximum quality and can see how clear the image has become. By default, BD is set for traffic saving, so you see the situation and understand what is happening. If you want to view this moment in maximum detail, you click on HD. Below, there are also playback, close, and share buttons. I will show you the main feature that you will use, which is viewing. Click on the 3 lines in the top left, and here select playback. Here, you also select the camera that will be connected, and at the bottom, a bar will appear, and you simply swipe with your finger to choose the event you want to view. For example, you see that yesterday there was some movement at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you just swipe your finger here and automatic playback starts. That is, in this way you can not only view the image online from your phone but also see what happened. You can quickly send this information to your phone to take it to law enforcement or do something else with this information.